tired from spending so much time over there, you know, like,
Yeah.
I think the way I do things, the way I do act is, a lot of it is due to spending so much time over there. The way not the way I act, but the way I am, my personality in the sport, I would probably say a lot of it comes from being stuck in Thailand for so long.
Meaning,
Like, as in my kookiness, my unreliableness, my fucking, like...
Well, that's very Thai,
Yeah. Like, I literally, like... The things that frustrate me the most about them is the traits I was starting to see in myself.
Well, you know, once you get out of Thailand, you can bring a little bit with you.
Yeah.
Although you might have some negative aspects, there's also a lot of positives.
Yeah, for sure. I can live on fucking nothing.
Yeah, it's just that, but
I can live on nothing without mentally losing my shit.
Yeah.
Without like I can.
you don't need luxury.
No, I don't. I have luxuries and I like luxuries, but I don't need them.
Yeah.
And my first thing's going to be try not to let your feet get next to each other. You do it like that or that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You watch them.
Like that.
So what did I
You
do?
go back, you get that reset thing, yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, this, I do a little hoppy stuff. It's not great.
It's coming from that kickboxing sort of background with Alex and stuff as well, maybe.
I don't know, really.
He's very kickboxing-y
I
style.
mean, I never trained with him.
Okay.
He's always just Aussie.
Okay.
I
Aussie
think-
does the kickboxing thing as well, pretty
He
good.
did taekwondo as well.
Yeah.
Maybe it comes from watching Jonathan Hagen too much. I fantasize about
I
this.
can't stand watching him, mate.
I can't stand it.
I can't stand it. It's so shit to watch. In my eyes, so shit to watch.
It's sort of like, it's sublime, but like he's so like, he moves so easy.
See, he makes that thing work, but for me, it's like,
It's not like traditional. So
no, like if you're, it's like me going into AFL and kicking the ball across the ground only. That's the way I look at it, you know.
You're
That's
putting
my-
the wrong sport in Muay Thai, right?
Yeah, that's my thing. It's like, if you want to do Muay Thai, do Muay Thai. I think Muay Thai is so much deeper than fucking winning.
Yeah, sure.
So it's like, I don't take away from him being as an athlete. I don't know him personally. I know Christian, but I don't know Jonathan and whatnot. But stylistically, I've never liked what I saw.
What do you think about his brother?
I haven't taken any notice. I don't watch really one, bro.
Sure.
I watched enough of one early on to see Jonathan sort of stuff, but
Yeah.
I watch absolutely none now.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Freddie is basically Jonathan, but a few years less than ours.
Okay. So I probably wouldn't fucking with
But not this. I did it again.
it. At least be mindful of it now.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is, when somebody's giving me a low kick, I'll often, instead of doing this, I'll reset my leg back instead of just checking.
I like this. I like this.
Yeah, and then what? You go for the kick off.
Yeah, just step back and just like don't even load it up, you know, just like
Yeah.
because they're usually if they're in leg kick range, they're usually pretty close unless they do a weird run in, run out stuff.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I'm struggling with the cooler weather, cooler mornings, eh?
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Also, my family was telling me that a few days ago it was 42 degrees.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And then I come and it's like 18. I'm like, where's the hot weather?
Oh man, it's crazy. Yeah, we were 42. What was I loved it. I can't remember what I was doing that weekend. Oh, it was the weekend. Actually, that weekend was like hot as fuck, and then the weekend after it was like warm again. But I went to Geelong, where the weekend before it had been like 30 whatever. I get to Geelong, it was 23. We're going to like the water park there. Yeah, it was like 23 degrees. It was cold and windy, but there was no one there, so we didn't have to line up for anything. Yeah, it was fucking, the weather was shit, but eventually we just got the fucking
Going down the water slide and jump for this.
Got to go on as many rides as we wanted to in as much fucking time as possible, like just smash because no one was there lining up, you know?
Yeah.
That was probably the bonus, but not that I went on the fucking water slides, still fucking can't stand them, but I like
That's a good puncher.
I like lazy shit. Like the lazy river, lay on the fucking floaty thing and just go cruise around. Yeah, me and my son were just doing that.
One other question. Yes. So my knees are always like this straight, and something that Wayne Clark was telling me, like, come up sideways like this. But I always feel it's very impinged in the hip. And like, I never feel any power or strength here. Is this something you think will just come with time? If I wrap it out a lot, or?
It should.
Yeah.
Might come down to movement of your hip or what sort of range you've got in your hip.
Yeah.
I'm a big one for this sort of style, like up, kick your calf out.
Yeah. See, that I find almost impossible. This,
yeah.
like once it's extended here, like my ability is super.
Okay.
Like it doesn't really.
Yeah, you've got the Wayne Clark hips.
Yeah.
Which is probably why he taught that way for you.
Yeah.
Because like, for me, I'm like, if I saw someone's hips like yours as one of my students, I wouldn't even get a knee.
Right.
I'll get a knee in the clinch.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
it. Yeah. Because like, yeah. And
And
being your build anyway, like, potentially you'd fight guys my height.
yes.
So it'd be silly for you to be throwing the knees anyway. Like, that's the way I kind of look at it. You know? Yeah. But,
Although I am too fat, should just 10 kilos.
nah, you're pretty fucking built though. Like,
Yeah.
you've got a lot of muscle mass.
Yeah, but then still, if you fight light, you might as well.
Yeah. Well, if you know what I mean, it's not always. I've had dudes who can fight lighter.
Yeah.
They've got lighter and they've actually just doesn't work for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like some people, like how old are you?
32.
I would definitely say wouldn't be fucking yeah. I'll definitely it was not beneficial for you. I would definitely say that.
Well, I would say that the last few fights I fought too heavy, because when I was shadowboxing before when I cut before weight, super fast, super energetic, forceful, really agile, and then I cut back up on my nutritionist advice. I'm still shit. And I'm like, next fight I'm not gonna just stay quiet. I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
alright, well, I'll do it. Yeah.
Does that feeling when you're light and you can just float around? And like, man,
Yeah.
wonderful feeling.
That's probably that's that low enough to you've done some cut but you're not depleted.
Yeah.
So that's probably where you'd want to be.
Yeah.
That almost at that weight anyway, you know. What sort of kilo difference is it between weigh-in and fight?
Yeah, big. Like my weigh-in was 70. Well, I was about 75 on this, 75 and a half.
Yeah.
And then I fell to 80, 81.
Okay.
I mean,
So
I
you
think
probably
it's
like
85 kilos.
77 would probably be fucking good for you.
I was training walking around at 77.
Okay.
And then for some reason,
I just fucking yeah, because it was a full carb up, yeah.
Not great.
Let's try doing this. So you stepped out, boom, boom, hold your ground. So you've eaten that ground with the jab.
Yeah.
Stay there. Bring your back foot up to meet it. Yeah. Then it's like that's the short man's way. Just keep them fucking going backwards.
Yeah, that's better.
Yep. So just like it's a constant little creep forward. Not me still. Do you get told off about your toe pointing in Thailand, or they don't really care?
No, it's okay.
I'll leave it at
To
that.
be honest, they never drill any fundamental technique.
No.
It's something that I appreciate when I come back to Australia because we actually drill like the basics.
That's what I love, man. That's what I miss the most. It's like sink or swim, motherfucker. A lot of it, like. So I would say, nah, less. So way more squared up. That toe slightly pointing out. But mainly being, you go block, pull, shins already pointing there. So something to definitely work on and drill like moving forward like this, moving back like this, and toes are always pointing out. Yeah. same spot, hit the same spot, you should start knocking those in. So it should be like a regular thing, you know?
So my car, I'm quite pleased with how it's
Yeah.
I think it translating it, so we can actually pause.
I would say that comes from when you're shadowboxing, there's so much going on down there. Like, you're not going to start punching there and you're shadowboxing it like that. Like, the more movements you do, practice it like when you see the more much like, you know, like be like the holes like balls in there and you lose a lot of those guys there, but any of the guys that hard punches, they're not going to yeah, exactly. They go to step at you instead of stepping off. Cool. Comes to play from your chin and your fucking head. Put up that season in. That's fantastic. What was the match? This morning, the last night, I think that's on school with parents. It's like that big concept. And it wasn't until like this morning doing a school run and saw it fly.
I'm not sure I can see that.
You can't miss something you haven't. But like literally, right down there. Just good.
What's your different?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's
But
mine.
that's definitely
mine. Yeah, but mine's a lot of that because I'm doing video editing all the time. So now I'm doing it on a lot more on my
I
laptop.
was gonna say. That's
Because but then it's like I'm doing it, and then it's like I'm gonna go home now. So I go home, and it's like, oh fuck, I haven't edited that video yet, so I do that, and then I do it.
That's what you're doing. You have to time box it.
Yeah, 100%. Share that. You know, try and get a bit of money in.
Early nights.
I mean, I did a video last night on adjusting techniques for fucked hips,
Oh yeah.
where you don't try and roll over as much and kick more that sort of direction.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I send it to you.
Like I know Sylvie talks about Carahite's golden kick, like the one
Yeah.
that goes up.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Yeah, pretty much. Like I'll leave the, like these days on myself, I'll leave the roll out, like roll over tonal. Like so you go guard for me, I'm just gonna go up between your elbow and your ribs.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't even.
No, not at all. Like my hips are fucking jacked.
And it's harder to respond.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it gets there really quickly.
Catch it.
Yeah. No, you just go and keep bringing the head right into the elbow super
Yeah,
blade.
I feel it. Yeah, it's
Slide down, slide down.
Yeah.
Pull. Elbow on your ribs. Almost, your hand's almost going to turn that way.
Let me do it real slow. Down, turn.
All at the same time, yeah? It all happens at the same time. Same time. No, you're turning it. You're turning it. No, you haven't changed a thing. Your elbow's still flared. You haven't done it. You didn't make a change to it at all. So it's that. Pull. Really turn it in so you feel your elbow on your ribs.
And then that one.
Go slow down, slow down, slow down.
So far left.
So your hands floating now. It's all going to be like, all going to happen. Really. Put it in there, now fire it. Yeah? So that's what it's meant to feel like when the actual punch comes out from that spot.
So if you're being a more sort of traditional long guard punch,
Yep.
then you bring it in and then punch?
Yeah, so you... No.
Or you leave it with the jab?
Because you're stepping anyway.
Right.
Like, the step is going to be the telegraph bit anyway.
That's it.
Oh. Yeah. But also, if you're going to be a Muay Mutt guy, you're generally not going to be standing like this.
Sure.
First 2 rounds, maybe. Yeah.
And then you're marching.
Yeah. Then you're much more.
Yeah. That's actually the other thing that I think is nice about Australia more.
We work on a style.
Exactly. Like, I'll have one coach. There, there's so many ties, and they always correct me different ways.
They all, this is the thing about ties though. Like my problem with them teaching is, I think it's up to like the boss trainer who should be able to do with a whole lot to go. This is your trainer. This is who you stay with, and this is because everyone does have a different style. And while you're trying to find a style, that's different. But then ties aren't good teachers. So that's just like, this is what I do. This is what they show their style, you know.
Well, I have a teacher. I have one who I do my teachers with, but I've come to realise that styles are it's not actually correct. He's teaching me something that I don't think is working that well.
Yeah.
Because when I do have PTs with other people, things all of a sudden start clicking and never clicks. But I don't know.
What style is he?
He's actually more cow.
Yeah.
But he doesn't teach me. So he's trying to teach me a very teep heavy style, like super technical, if you know. But because I think he thinks my body type is like satisfying something that makes it more appropriate. But at the same time, I'm not experienced enough to make use of one of these things. Because some of my fundamentals of technique are fun. But the timing, and knowing when to throw things, the vision, and the relaxation under pressure are not sufficiently developed to be able to deploy a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't trust, like, it's like, oh yeah, you should just pivot left and then throw your teeth at the inside leg. And like, that's fine, on pads. In the middle of a fight or in sparring, it's much more.
How nervous do you get before a fight? How worked up do you get?
Not
too bad?
Not so bad. Sometimes a couple of little butterflies and then I just think, no, it shows his beat. And then
Yes, okay.
And then once you're in there.
Maybe he's seen that and he thinks that you're chilled enough in a fight that you should be able to do it. Is it maybe to play devil's advocate, is it maybe a lack of self-belief in your ability to do it than it is actually your ability to do it? Yeah?
I mean, the first 2 fights were easy, but they weren't very challenging. And because I thought like I wasn't afraid of the opponents, I was able to really send it. And the next 2 fights were against experience, easy time.
Yeah.
Even though the first one was a bit out of shape.
It doesn't matter, bro. Some of the fucking big losses were the fucking fat Thai guys who knew exactly what they were fucking doing.
Yeah, but there I was like tentative.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not just.
That is a big game changer.
And especially because I'm like, one of the things that I really trust is my power and
Yeah.
like when I kick the guy hard, he can be off the floor.
Yeah.
But when he blocks the kick, it's decides he can throw it. Man, it's like such a. And
Is that on? You're worried about the pain that you're going to feel, or are you?
No, I'm worried about the pointlessness of it.
Nah. So. Polymar, the problem with Thailand is the translation into words of what this shit is. Like, what I've always said is really early on, I had someone tell me like, if you're leg kicking and they block, the mentality is you'll stop blocking before I stop kicking. Like, so it's like, but if they block 3 in a row, you change it, you do something else.
Yeah.
Like you've got to then hide it. Like, so that's kind of the maths of it. It's like throw it, they block it, so fucking what?
Well, I guess my point is like, I always when I throw really hard, it's always visible.
Yeah.
And like in my last fight in particular, I would try different things, and he was just good enough to always see everything. And by the 3rd round, 4th round, like he's already broken my nose. I've got a big bump on my head.
Yeah.
And like, there's this force field where I'm like, I don't know how to get past it. And I've got this tentativeness.
Yeah.
Whereas if I was just like, had my like, blood loss stuff, I'd just fucking march in.
Yeah.
But I saw it, I watched my fight back yesterday actually, and like, especially like the start of the 5th round, I nail it with a couple of really good punches. And then instead of following up with the right kick, which is wide open, I'm just like, okay, he might hit me.
That's also, it's like even in life.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about what's already been and gone, you're probably going to struggle with what's coming.
Sure.
It's like where depression comes from, right? Like depression as an illness, which is just a feeling, but getting caught up in it.
Yeah.
And I reckon it's like coming back in between rounds, going, what is my guaranteed way to get past this guy's IQ? Like and it might be, the thing is, when you're in there, I remember being in there, and they're like, oh fuck, this guy's head, I can't fucking punch him. I can't punch him. And then my trainer was like, you do realise that he's actually open for you to punch him. And I'm trying to like fucking loop around his arms, not even fucking noticing the right through the middle was fucking wide open. And then, I was like, oh. But it's like, when you're in there, like, we have 20 vision on the outside.
Yes.
Which is like, communicate, like ask back, you know, like, don't just, oh, he's saying do this, but it's not fucking working for me. I don't feel like it's working for me. Like, communicate, you know. And man, Ralph's good at that.
Yeah.
He's good. He can converse in the corner, you know.
Of course, you have 3 cornermen and they're all yelling different things at you.
Taking notice of one.
And I should say, Thai coaches with a couple of the fighters have told them recently, don't listen to what Ralph says.
Yeah.
They don't.
Okay. Okay.
They because a lot of time all it says is step left and kick.
Yeah.
Step
Pick
left and hook, like-
pick the one you have faith in.
Yeah, but yeah, it's tricky.
Pick the, because they don't get offended if you don't listen.
Sure.
If you listen to one of them, they'll be happy. So it'd be like, or you go, oh, he's saying I need to fucking do this, so I'm gonna try that. And then, do you go, fuck, let's fucking talk one at a time and shit? Do you
No, it doesn't work.
No? Okay, so
But
I'll probably
it's just a matter of picking up with the right advice that is actually possible.
try and take them free on.
No, it's like.
That's what I'm saying, like try and do it. Like, so try each thing.
I see what you mean, yeah.
So like go out there, try the first thing,
Yeah.
won't work, nah. Go try the next one, nah, didn't work. Try the third one, okay, it worked. Okay, that's what I'm gonna use. Oh, that's not working now, let me go back to number 2. I know it's a fucking thing in your fucking head, but it's that is probably for me the only bonus of the Thailand thing. If you've got the brain that can fucking take everything in and then be able to filter through it while you're.
Well, taking everything is one thing. Executing it's an extra level of relaxation. That's just brings up.
Yeah, definitely. Like, what about speaking around and see if we can get some fucking fights? Like fight some.
I don't really care.
I think it's just a chance to get relaxed enough so you can actually start working the things that you.
I mean, I don't mind. Like, I was trying to get them to allow me to fight at Sumo International and say, yeah, much
Yeah.
just because so I could get a free ticket to that.
So is that the?
It's the other one,
The old Lamar gym? Oh, the old Luchoang gym, the old
There was Chiang Stadium,
Chiang
which is a
Stadium.
nightclub that shut down. They have a code. And then there's Sumo International, which it's not a stadium. Anyway.
Actually, no, maybe, yeah, I don't think it was there, because the one not opposite not opposite Reggae Pub,
No.
because that was where I had my first fights in Thailand.
Yeah, I think that was the one that shut down.
Okay.
Just before I got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually that. Although I do find this all right.
Yeah, I like the philosophy side of it. You switch?
Yeah.
What happens when you lift your knee is I'll step and then I'm just going to go, because I want to react to it. That's it, yeah. I want you to try and launch your shoulder to the ceiling. Better? That was better? Was better? Overdid it? Like, as in, like, trying to keep it there, but the action was right, which means the kicking goes up further. Yeah, like let them wear themselves out, like trying to fucking. Don't want to do it. Move gas and money up. Just be able to do that, you know. You're still aiming at the same length you were doing before. You've got to aim just through. Don't expect to get it right thing is you're still going at full pace. At 21, that works. So this is the kind of stuff, this is that getting in front of the mirror and drilling stuff. Like calming it down, doing it as slow as you can, working on just creating a habit. Yes. That's just that throwing, same elbow that you were throwing with that step out. That's what I was missing. Once you adjusted it, no problem. Yeah. Step back afterwards then. Around. Just move a bit more height out of the elbow. There. Your big surprise just at that and letting them step at you, or if they're not, stepping through them with your elbow already up. How much damage that'll do? 3 maximum 50 on jumping shaft. Don't come down and then just reset. Like, keep that footwork still happening, yeah? Take your ground, then think about it. Still moving that foot back.
I felt it,
Yeah. Just have it. Just be mindful of it.
This is too wide. Good fun.
Yeah, exactly. Then then it's like, oh fuck, I need to get away from it. Then you step there. Oh, no. Then you step there. Yep. It's like, you're there, like you're just fucking exhausting me.
Balance.
on. Yeah, height. Yes. Don't step back. This hand now. Straight back with it when you throw in the elbow. Just going up.
Goes back. Okay.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. The power in that side will come from that side.
Shoulder.
Yeah. Reached up that time.
Yeah.
Elbow higher. There we go. Don't step back. That's big now. Up. More height. So just worry about your right hand one. There we go. There. Up. More height.
Yeah.
Yeah, so throw your hip at the pad. There. More height. More reach hip up. There you go.
Step back.
No.
Step back.
Up. Too busy worrying about the second one already. Up. Remember the hip. Up. Hip. Less power, more hip.
No.
Think about the hip hitting the pad. There you go. The trick is slowly. Especially when you throw a jab, that hand dropping, but then all of a sudden your jab's more powerful as well. Elbow into the ribs. Don't speed it up. Nah.
That's interesting.
Also,
That's what I said.
yeah.
What's that like?
That's one thing I would never recommend. If you want to run through it forward, throw on 30 fucking punches, his style, yeah, that makes sense. But that's the thing, he's teaching what he knows, you know,
Yes,
his style.
I will say, when I watched him before, I was like, man, he's got that ugly style. It's crazy effective, but man, it's so ugly. And then, I thought it was sort of nonsense, but then when I actually spoke to him, he told me the rationale. It began to make a little bit more.
See, that's the thing, like, it always can be made to make sense.
But it's
That's like,
also
for me, it's the same thing as
style.
Jonathan Haggerty.
Yeah.
It's the same. That's my look at that is exactly the same.
Right.
Is like, it's fucking shit, but it's effective. Yeah. So like, I get it, man. I get why they do it, why it's being done, why Wayne's part is probably the original of doing the Thai thing, but not Thai thing at all, and making it work. Him and probably Ramon Decker, I reckon. Two guys that just didn't.
Well, the Rapid Jackets feel very Dutch kickboxing.
Very kickboxing, but so does Wayne's.
Yeah, it's an interesting point.
Yeah.
Definitely volume for sure.
Volume, but heavy volume because he's fucking just hard strength. Like it's just there.
Yeah.
Fucking so much power in his shit. It's fucking ridiculous. And he's got a chin.
Sure.
Which
one that he did.
yeah, until probably the last 5 years. So.
Pretty hard to have a chin of 40 plus.
Throw the jab, drop the hand in, turn your palm to face your chin. No, didn't do it.
Yeah.
So no. So when you jab, so the jab,
Yeah.
that's where your jab power is going to come from. Don't start with it there. You've got to drop it as you throw your jab. Beautiful. Don't think I've got it now,
No.
because then you need to work on it 10,000 times to make it happen.
Of course, yeah. I always think of something new. I land it once or twice in a session. At least I have a feeling.
You know what it's supposed to feel like. Exactly.
Same thing, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. There you go. More height out of that uppercut. There you go. And it's just a setup. Boom. the elbow in. Drop the elbow in. You're throwing a jab. And the other side. Drop the elbow.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Stop stepping back as well. If you're right to throw it, if you're taking the ground with your back foot. Don't throw it until it's there.
Yeah.
You try to preempt it too much. Yeah, boom, doesn't have to be a 1-2. One count. Yeah. Yeah, you're about to step back as well. Keep the ground. Dropping that elbow in. Bad edge. Pull the rotation a little bit early. You could have done your elbow there. Full length. Dropping that elbow in. Better. Knee. Big difference in the timing.
Yes.
Kick got there so much slower because you lifted the knee.
Yeah, I was trying to concentrate on coming up and thinking about the
Mmm. Yeah. Keep the rotation. But aim at the tabs. Remember, you got to aim through them. Thumb down. Keep going through. Still try and go too fast. Try and make adjustments. Step back again. Don't step back, you right the ground and keep it. Just those little extra moves that waste time but kill your rhythm.
Right.
Kill like that stuff, like the fucking, that's Jonathan Hagee's rhythm, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, unless you're gonna do everything like him, it's useless.
Sure.
Yeah, like that and then trying to do.
Right. I mean, he's also got that beautiful teeth and like the fade.
Yeah, like he does all that weird shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what is he, taekwondo or karate or something,
Oh,
right?
it's pure Muay Thai. Well, he started MMA actually. For I think 2 years, 3 years.
Oh, that's
When he was like
awesome.
a little kid. And then pure Muay Thai.
Muay Thai rule, fighting on the Muay Thai rule. Yeah. That's like, that's the thing, I don't even think that. British Muay Thai is just fucking it's real fucking like. I still find that top level British Muay Thai is like me and Harrison unless they go and base themselves in Thailand and don't.
And I think better than this one.
What's he like to start?
He's very playful. Like, he goes around, moves, slides, comes in front. Like, it's in terms of crap.
you?
Actually,
Yeah. Smash them out. Guess you fix them. Nice. I love it. 2 10. So start relying on your left leg a little bit more.
Yeah.
Your right leg takes about 3 or 4 shots to find timing,
Yes. Yeah.
whereas your left is fucking great timing from the
I
start.
felt better today anyway.
Give me 10. Use more arm. It'll make a difference in your leg being more accurate because it'll straighten your leg out. Instead, leg will stay bent because your arm's staying bent.
Okay.
Yeah, change those last 3.
Yeah.
We've almost said that. Full deep breaths.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So those little things. So
Yeah.
straightening your arm means straightening your leg. They were beautiful. Beautiful. Thanks, bro. Cheers, bro.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. Just making a time.
No, man. No stress.
I would have liked to have come in from some of the other sessions and stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I met totally understandable. You're here fucking visiting and shit. And so is this is the move back to Australia?
At least for now.
Yeah.
My father here in Adelaide, he's kind of killing himself with alcohol, and needed to have a chat with him. And
He's a Yugoslav, right?
what we so need to have a chat with him and my uncle
Yeah.
about how to deal with that. Possibly move him into some kind of other accommodation because he's not really taking care of himself,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that probably requires me to pay a bit of income. So as much as I'd like to keep fighting,
No, I get it.
there's that, and then
The thing is, here with a mission, like with something what you're chasing, working and training isn't it? Just means you don't get the joys of having life.
yeah.
Like, and now when you're 32, you don't have a long time to.
But that was my thing. It's like I wanted to do Muay Thai for
Yeah.
5 years. Said it's fine as hard as I could. You know.
Life changes, man.
But also, like, at the same time, this big opportunity work-wise came up, and it sort of seems to all kind of slot in together at the right time.
What are you doing for work?
Well, I used to be an engineer,
Yeah.
but I was also a consultant for a friend's venture capital firm.
Okay.
But this opportunity is to move out of engineering and finance, and I don't really necessarily like working for the World Bank, but it's a lateral move to allow me to put into something else.
Yes.
And also, I don't think I want to live in Australia for, like, I'll come back here, but next 10 years, kind of want to try to live in Europe.
Yeah, fair, cool.
And that's an international organization, so let me
I do say
back
that.
in it. Yeah, so it's good money. It's a really good thing to have on your resume.
Yeah.
It ticks a lot of boxes.
It's also a bit of a getting started thing.
Yeah, and also because, look, I was a world-class software engineer, but fucking hate programming or burnt out with it.
You know, he used to work for a software company.
Did he?
Yeah, he used to sell software. Has no idea about fucking computers. He used to sell software for a living and was really good at his job.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I don't know if he's still doing it. I'm not sure.
I feel like he's fully committed.
Yeah, because I know, because the thing is, he's just come here and stay at my house and fucking, he goes, I just got to work for half an hour and I get on a fucking Zoom call with someone and fucking,
So,
sell some shit and fucking, like make 10 grand for the fucking company.
well, look, you know, if you have that's the thing, like when I was doing venture capital stuff, the technologies that I was working before, stuff that I was inventing and building, made those guys super rich. And so they were like, look, come work for us, we think you're one of the best tech guys around. Just to, evaluate a few people's proposals, investments, whatever, give us your opinion. You can be full-time, you can be part-time. And so in the end, until about, 9 months ago or something, I was able to just keep that on like less than, maybe 10 hours a week or less. And as full-time, even like for Australia, full-time kind of pay. So it suited me perfectly while I was in Thailand. And then, about 9 months ago, I was like, I'm going to focus on the Muay Thai.
Yeah.
It's giving me a lot of happiness.
Yeah.
And this other thing that I care about, so I asked it.
That's what Liam Rodwood in Kale, he's over, he's in Thailand full time. He works for they do all the nutrition and strength and conditioning stuff for Pulse Performance.
Okay.
Like Charlie and fuck heaps of people, but he's one of the online coaches. $1,000 a week, Aussie, sitting in Thailand, fucking.
It goes a long way in Thailand.
Oh man, he works like fucking 3-4 hours a day sort of thing, and it's like,
Yeah.
and the dude wants him to take over that whole side of it. He wants to start a new side of the business, and then Liam will run that whole thing and be on like fucking massive money.
Can we still do that 3 hours a day?
It would be more by then, but still,
It's
it's like,
also presumably way more money.
yeah, and I think fighting with fitting is kind of taking a bit of a backseat for a while anyway. But he's doing really good, and fucking moves gyms for no fucking reason other than the fact that he does that. He has no one fucking non-beneficial move though.
Yeah.
He had a pretty like, he was in Chiang Mai man, where it's the place to practice.
Yes.
It's a place to, when you're a shit fighter, which is really shit.
You can get good.
It's a place to rack, yeah. And he's struggling 4 wins together, had like 0 and 6. Then won his next 4, then he's gonna have 1 and 1, and then his last loss was sort of like, oh, I need to change.
That's the thing. It's like when athletes start having success, and they think like, okay, now
I've got it now.
Yeah, exactly.
I've sorted this out.
It's like, but you just had the formula, mate. Like,
yeah, I got that all the time.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, move gym, but why? Like, why do you want to come to me? Like,
that's the thing. Like, all these guys come through the Maya, and they're like, yeah, I was training here and there. I was at PK Sanchai, I was at FA group, and like, they want to try all the different places, and I get it. There's different cultures in Muay Thai, but the value.
Yes, the value
The
of
value in
staying
staying,
yes.
building relationships
Yeah.
with the coaches, with the other fighters.
It can be the shittest
Consistency.
gym.
Yeah.
It can be the shittest gym. Like, I don't rate my gym because I compare it back when I was there like 20 years ago when it was fucking ridiculous.
Sure, yeah.
And but it gets results because of the exact thing. There's that relationships that are formed, and people. It's the people who are in there that are getting the results.
I will say though, actually, like for a while there, I was like, this place is terrible, really toxic, awful. Coaches didn't give a shit. There was a lot of bad, like, social energy around.
Yeah.
But recently, a lot of things changed.
Cool.
So Erdem changed. We went to Venom.
Did he?
Well, I mean,
I'm not surprised, but at the same time, like.
and all the Turkish boys who were there, they all went different ways, which is good because they were really unpleasant influence on each other. Some of the coaches, like my coach, who I loved it, he had a dispute with Jack, head coach, and obviously that was also producing bad blood. And I would have preferred that Piao stayed and Jack went, but obviously that's impossible.
Yeah.
So Piao went off to Muay Thai.
Okay.
And that was also a huge improvement. They got a new head coach, Lek, who was the guy running the fighters at Phuket Fight Club.
Oh yeah.
So all the lethal Brazilians who came over there, he built them.
Yeah.
So he's brought a whole other level of discipline and stuff.
That's
And they've decided now, since a lot of their top fighters have gone, that they're going to actually start developing a pipeline of fighters. They're keeping,
which is where a lot of places go wrong. They focus so much on that top half.
And I actually think it's really positive.
Cool, nice man. I love it.
Another few years,
Yeah.
they'll start pushing out some really top people.
Sick.
So I'm looking forward to it. They need some more people coming like at the start.
Yeah.
Who are going to stick around.
Yeah.
But if they can get that,
Sick. I was thinking like 15 years ago, like, oh, if the coach on the old say, oh man, it's always the same, right? Always been like organised as well.
also they like
Culturally, they're just so different to us.
number one, they always would smash the shit out of them. They just terrible. Like if Odom had a bad fight, he'd come in, me and my mate, be like, Mike Anton, come in and spar today on Monday. He'd injure us and we couldn't train for the rest of the week. And they were all like this, they went hard as shit.
Yeah.
And then the second part is, they were just like, this is our gym.
I should drop my guys.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't follow me.
Oh, sorry. Oh, what is it? Drop
my
okay.
guys.
They would always, they would come in, even if they were late, they would say, no, you have to play our music, Turkish music. They just pull out the person's phone.
Really?
And then they had their own special spot like in front of the mirror where they would skip like the best spot, and if you were skipping there, they would come and shove you out of the way. They
Really?
would never
But the thing
run.
is, that's also this for me is that's
It's on the gym as well.
yeah, but that's an allowed, like that's been allowed.
Yeah.
You can't always blame them.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that, like
it's up to Ralph.
yeah, Ralph. Oh, you can't. You came in late. You fucking do what you're told. You know? Like,
Yeah. And they would always go running by themselves. They would never train with anybody else.
so not part of the team. Not actually team members.
And as you
yeah.
say, I think this is on the coaches. And there was sometimes like Jack would come up the front and give speeches. He'd be like, "There's only one of my family. There's not two of my families, and there's not the Turkish team and the rest of the team, whatever." But obviously,
But then
there were no
so
consequences.
let's Ralph one fucking.
Well, there was never any consequences.
Yeah. And that's where Ralph needs to step up, I guess.
And well, then he started.
Good.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, but there was a period.